Welcome, Sizzlen Stampers. This is Shannon, and I am here today to bring you a super fast and speedy card. These are the kind that I like when I have to do several cards, especially at the last minute. So one of the things I'm going to show you is featuring the A Good World Memory and More card packs. So when you purchase one of our card packs, in this particular one, you get 50 different cards, and I'm just going to show you a few of them. So you get several, and these are one-sided, these first few, that have the fabulous brassy, it's kind of a cross between copper and gold. So it's a brassy metallic finish. I'll kind of switch that around and see if you guys can see that. So you get 6 of these fancy cards like this. These are great for memory albums. In fact, they're perfect for it. And this one, I'm gonna use this on the card that I'm gonna make. So it does look a little bit shorter. I've trimmed it down. Then you always get some sticker or adhesive die cuts. And in this particular packet, you get 1 sheet of each of these 4 things. So these have some metallic accents. This sheet has no metallics. Again, we've got some of those really pretty metallic brassy accents with the globes. And then this sheet is a lot of white with just the brassy accents and some fun sayings of discover and dream. So those are the first pieces that you get in the Memory and More kit. You also get 2 of each card. So you're going to get several more large cards that you'll get 2 of, and these are double-sided. So you'll see as we go, you've got this and this. I think the world of you, and a back. So I'm just going to kind of go through these pretty quickly. The world is yours. So I apologize if some of them are going to show upside down. And you'll see that some of them have lines like that, and those are because they are originally designed to be memory keeping pieces. And I love these. They make memory keeping super fast. All you have to do is slide a card in, add some journaling, slide your pictures into our albums, and you're ready to go into the page protectors. Then you get several of the small size. Those are the 4x6, the large ones, and then these are a little bit smaller. So these are actually 4 by, I think they're by 3. Yep, 4 by 3. So you've got Reach for the Stars and the Compass, A Day to Remember, just all kinds of things. You've got, you know, these old time telescopes, You Make the World a Better Place, Bucket List, just so many fun things. I'm going to try to go through and show you very quickly. Dream Big. Be the Change You Wish to See in the World. Again, another type of background with that. What a Wonderful World We Live In. All kinds of fun things, just like so. And then they all have fun things on the back as well. So the other reason I love these Memory and More cards is because they make card making so fast and easy. And in fact, to make it even easier, we do sell Memory and More card bases. And this year we will continue to have the white ones that are sized specifically to just layer these cards on. We also have some bases in our new in color sets, and I'm super excited about those. They are beautiful. But for this particular card today, I have gone ahead and I've cut a piece of our basic flat cardstock, and I've done it the hot dog version. So you've got that 11 by 4 1/4, folded that in half, used my bone folder. I've also gone ahead, because I am using black cardstock, that's going to be pretty hard to write in. So I've got a piece of Whisper White that I've cut down. Again, when I typically do my layers, I do them in 1/4 inches. So my next layer, if this card right here, we see that that's 4 1/4, that means that my next layer is going to be 4 inches wide. I tend to like to do things in a 1/4 inch, and then that gives me 1/8 of an inch on either side, so it makes for a nice layer look. Sometimes you'll see on cards I'll do a little bit larger layering. Ooh, I almost put that on the outside. We would have had to reflip the card. So I'm just simply going to place that inside, and that is merely there to write on. Okay, that's merely there to write on. Now I'm also going to take, just for a little bit more added emphasis, I'm going to go ahead and peel one of these fancy globes out that's got the gold, the brassy gold base, and I'm going to stick that inside. And you have to be careful with that globe. He's got a very thin neck right up there at the base. So look how fancy. It's so fabulous. All right, all I've done for the card, this was 4 by 6. It is still 4 inches wide, okay, because that's 1/4 layer down. But I have trimmed it to be 5 1/4. I needed to shrink that down so it would fit on my card base nicely. This was the other one of those single-sided metallics that you could get. And I'm just going to get my glue going. Put some glue on there. And I'm just centering that up. It's super easy. Look, this card is almost done. These cards, literally, you can make a card a minute. In fact, if you're watching this prior to my mountain retreat, one of my classes is going to be 20 cards in 20 minutes. And it uses the Memory and More pack as a base. Now, remember those self-adhesive dies that had the brassy words? I'm going to use the word dream. And I'm actually, oh, that's sticky. Okay, I'm going to pop it up a little bit just because I want a little bit more interest on this card. So I'm going to go ahead and, or I'm going to try to pop it up. Let me get my pick tool out here. I'm having a little bit of an issue. The dimensionals, between the sticky dimensionals and the sticky self-adhesive die, I'm having a few issues. But normally you shouldn't run into any problems like this because they should just peel right off. Okay, let me just do it. For whatever reason, that dimensional decided to re-adhere its top piece to itself. Right about where that pick tool is. All right, so now I'm just going to pull those off. My little trash can's right below me. Okay, so that's super sticky, and you do have to be a little careful with that D. And I'm just centering it over that base, and I'm going to use my pick tool again because that came down there a little bit. But I want to have that popped up look, so hopefully you can kind of see that it's popping up a little bit. And that's all I'm doing to that card. It's done. I mean, now sure, I could step that up. I could add some gold twine. I could add some of our brassy copper stars. I could stamp a saying in there. I'm just not stamping the saying because I'm not yet sure who I'm going to send that to. So often I will leave my sentiment on the insides blank because I want to wait and make sure I match up the sentiment. So that's how quick and easy that is. I am going to show you one little piece that I'm going to add on here to show you a little bit of a stepped up version. And that's just going to be, I'm going to put a couple of these gilded gems. I like it there. On here. And because I like to do things in odd numbers to kind of keep your eye moving. So see, you can just step it up just like that. Now it has a little bit more interest to it. And that was super easy, super quick. And these are very, very inexpensive ways to make cards. You can do these cards and they will end up being about $1 a card, which is less than what it would cost you to buy a card in the store. That way, when you're sending it to someone, they feel like you took all this extra time for them. And you did take time for them, but they don't need to know that it took you 1 minute or 2 minutes to make a card. So I hope you enjoy this. I hope it has sparked some creativity within you. I hope that you will take time to click that bell and choose to subscribe to my channel so that you can receive all my notifications every time I post a new video. Thanks, guys.